The IGNITE Cod Fury is an excellent Murray cod lure. These big plastics represent what they feed on, have a natural lifelike action under the water, and they catch big cod. We use them in the impoundments for targeting metre plus fish. Now, what I want to talk about is the two different rigging options that's now available on the Social Fishing store. We actually rig these, custom rig them exactly how we use them, so you can basically buy them, tie them on and start casting. No need to worry about buying jig heads, hooks, mucking around with tying, because a bit of time and effort goes into it. And we've actually have a very particular way of rigging them. Now there's two styles. First one here I want to talk about is they're both very similar, both the same weight. They're the 5/8 ounce jig head, 7/0 hook, and this treble stinger in the back. But the difference between the two is, number one is this one here. It's called the reverse front hook. So it's basically for fishing areas with a bit of timber. So timber or things that you snag on. So these lures aren't very snag resistant, I'll be honest. But if you are fishing an area that's got a few logs here and there, a few bits of timber, you find you might be, snagging on this other alternative, or basically if you're fishing somewhere with a bit of structure, use this one here. It's the reverse front hook. Now the reason we have this front hook on is because the fish hit the lures head first in the dark and a lot of the time, and we miss the hits from big cod. And we've caught a lot of big fish by having this hook on the front. That's how we fish them, so that's how we've rigged them. Now this reverse front hook, they eat it, and when you strike, that pulls out, and then you fight them like that, by that reverse front hook, okay? So that, if it ever comes out when you're casting, you just jam it back in backwards like that, and it's meant to come out. So it's meant to come out pretty easily. That's the first style. Now if you're fishing open areas, maybe a rocky bank that doesn't have too many big rocks on it, go with this option. So on the website it says swinging front hook. Use this one and then go to the other one if you're snagging lots. The reason being is this hooks up better. So when they hit the head of the lure and they actually suck, that actually shoots up under very little suction. Whereas this one here, they've actually got to get hold of it and get it in the mouth. Whereas this shoots up and it's 3 points exposed and bang, it hooks up. So that's the purpose of that. Open areas, I would go with this. So you're basically increasing your hookup rate. That swinging front hook, there's a bit more work that goes into that one with the corkscrew in there, but that's what that's for. So you've got the reverse front hook and the swinging front hook. Now this one here's landed me some giant fish. This one recently landed me a giant 122 centimeter Murray cod, and it was only hooked on that very there front hook. So very important key thing when you're spending hours and hours out on the water. But I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the two, why we use them, what they're for, when to use one and when to use the other. If you're not watching this video on the Social Fishing store, make sure you go to the store to check out these lures rigged. It's the only place you can get them at store.socialfishing.com.au. You can also buy them unrigged, so you can customize them any way you want. So jump on the store, that's store.socialfishing.com.au to pick yourself up these IGNITE Cod Furies rigged. They're unbelievable. This is how we rig them, and this is what we use to catch big cod.